So far?
Systems are down. Just kind of going with the flow at this point. All 6 a.m. flights are canceled, I believe.
6 a.m. flight. So where are you going to?
We're trying to get to Cincinnati.
Are you flying to Atlanta? Was that the plan?
Flying to
Those
Atlanta,
flights have been canceled already, right?
Yep, that has been canceled, yeah.
Long day?
A little bit, yeah. You know, trying to...
You'll be okay.
Keep him occupied.
Are you okay? That's the question.
Say yes, bro.
He said yes. He's tired. You guys get to your destination safely. Okay, thank you.
All right, y'all, I just want to say something real quick. This is about that power outage that happened yesterday, which was 7/19/2024. Now, I'm going to go ahead. Let me go ahead and click something else. I just watched this video, but I'm just letting y'all know that this is just the beginning, y'all.
Breaking news on the... Folks, we are following some breaking news on this Friday morning. A worldwide Microsoft outage affecting just about everything, every part of our daily life on this Friday, including airlines, including airports, banks, hospitals in some cases, news organizations as well. Keeping things here somewhat rudimentary. You can see this is actually what a lot of companies are waking up to this morning. It's called the blue screen of death in corporate world.
The blue screen of death.
World basically means Microsoft isn't operating. This is what the city of Charlotte's website currently looks like. You can't really tell, but I'm getting a big old error message, giving you some indication of what you're facing as you wake up this morning.
So, like I said, this is just, let me click this other link right here. This was 22 hours ago. Hold on, y'all. But this is just the beginning phase. Because remember, they always create simulations. Like they created the gang stalker simulation. There's other simulations out here. There's thug life simulations. There's all multiple simulations. Sandy Brook simulation. All types of psyop simulations. So hold on, let me click this other link.
This morning, to our top story this morning, businesses and organisations around the world recovering from a crippling IT outage. A single content update bringing computer systems down in an unprecedented cyber crash.
Live to Lana Murphy at Melbourne Airport, who begins our coverage this morning. Lana, airports were sent into a frenzy. How are things looking today?
Good morning, guys. Well, they are certainly a lot calmer now than they were 12 hours ago, but there is still thousands of customers here that are affected. You can see it right next to me. There is a long line with hundreds of Jetstar customers who have already had their flights cancelled this morning and are trying their best to work out how they're going to get to their destination. There is obviously a massive backlog for the airlines here at Melbourne Airport to work through, particularly Jetstar, who was the most affected last night. They were forced to cancel up to 50 flights overnight, up until 2 o'clock in the morning. So as I say, a massive backlog for that airline to get through, and obviously working through the other schedules at other airports to get customers to their destination. Now, the biggest
you know the crazy thing about it? Majority of them folk that you see out there that's in the that's stuck at the airport, there's some sleep bots too. And I'm not saying all, but you already know the majority of them folk are some sleep bots. You know what I'm saying? They just dropped another one. Hold up. Is that a new one? Yo, they just dropped another one. Real. I'm gonna go check it out. It says widespread tech outages cause national impact. And that's a new one. Let me go here. Let me go there real quick, because this one here is 22 hours ago, which was still new, but this right here is 20 minutes. So let me get the new.
If you give me 90s. And you're watching the National Desk, America's News Now. I'm Jan Jeff Coat. It's Friday, July 19th, and we do start with some breaking news from overnight. We're following a major breaking story right now. Countries around the world facing a series of cyber outages.
Okay, so I guess they just posted it then, because they said Friday. Today is Saturday that I'm recording this, so this must happen yesterday.
From airports to rail services, TV stations, 911 systems, even hospitals. We want to get right to Mark Boyle tracking the latest developments at the live desk. Really some scary situations happening around the world, Mark, especially when you consider some of these 911 systems were down for hours.
And some still coming back online.
So every day let you know if the 911 system is down, you know what I'm saying, the gang stalkers could go clown. You know what I mean? You know, anybody can, really. You can go out there, man, and do what you want to do then, huh? You can go out there and start breaking all kinds of laws, man. The 911 system, ain't nobody, they can't call the cops.
And right off the top here, the CEO for the company behind all this says it does not appear to be a cyber attack. We'll get to that here in just a moment. Right now, we continue, though, to bring you the latest on this global IT cyber outage.
I mean, they say it does not appear to be a cyber attack, but come on, man. Of course, this is the news. They're going to give you scripted information. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be able to read between the lines. You know, you gotta some of the stuff that they're going to tell you is going to be gaslighting, and some of the stuff they're going to tell you is going to be real.
It appears a flawed update of cloud-based cybersecurity platform called CrowdStrike Falcon sensor software resulted in this widespread chaos we're now seeing. Jan talked about the 911 emergency services. They were down in several states overnight and into this morning. And those issues continue to span now and fall into the travel world. Here are some of the multiple airlines that are forced to ground flights, some now coming back online. Delta putting this message on X saying they've resumed some flights departing this morning after vendor technology issue impacted several airlines and businesses around the world. American Airlines says earlier this morning a technical issue with a vendor impacted multiple carriers. They started safely to reestablish its operation around 5 a.m. Eastern. And United posting a new message right now about that third-party outage. They also say they are working to restore systems, some flights resuming, and working with customers with waivers to get them on their way. But it's going to be a slow go at it at the airport today. Down Detector is a website. We show it right here. This shows the outages. This is from Microsoft specifically. If you take a look here, you see those two large graphs that show the spikes, right? So the biggest one late last night, 7 into 10 p.m., then it dropped again. And then around 1 a.m. it picked up. And you see it's still high right now as it continues. So they still have some issues at Microsoft getting things underway and cleared up. Delays for airlines, 21,000 delayed flights. These are the most updated numbers. If you see the mouse moving around there, that's our producer hitting refresh. The total cancellations, just shy of 2,000. Very high numbers for a non-weather day if you follow this stuff. We're continuing to get the very latest updates here at the live desk, and any new information, we'll bring it to you.
We start this morning with that breaking news that major IT outage is seeing wide-reaching impacts across the country. Good morning to you at 6:30. I'm Robert Bird.
And I'm Jonah Hopkins. Really, it's impacting the globe, but you'll notice that our show looks a little bit different today because we are working through those outages as well, and you might have to face those as you head to work this morning. Lindsay Masses is at the alert desk now with more on the overnight developments. So we're seeing some slow progress from that blue screen of death on our laptops to teleprompter.
There we go.
Everything. You know what? This is impacting so much, and we are getting updates in right now. In fact, I'm finding out from the company that is trying to fix all of this that there is a fix that they have deployed for a bug that has caused this global IT outage. And as Adriana mentioned, this is what we came into this morning, and this might be what you will be facing when you get to work this morning. We usually call this the blue screen of death. In my case, I was never able to get my laptop working. I finally had to push it aside. Now, we do know that that the company that is now taking responsibility for this is called CrowdStrike, and you're going to hear a lot about the company today. It is U.S. based, and I'm taking a look at a statement that their CEO just put out. And again, I'm looking at this, so you're getting this in real time as I'm looking at it as well. They do say that this is not a security incident. It is not a cyber attack. They have identified the issue. They're working to fix it right now. They're telling a lot of customers that use their services to go to the support portal so they can get those updates and get things back and running. I want to mention that it's a really good day to start with patience and a lot of kindness for your IT departments because they're going to be up against a lot this morning. And looking overseas, because they've had their day going and we've just really been waking up this morning, they have had issues with some of their pharmacies. In Australia, they've had some banking issues. The BBC is reporting that the London Stock Exchange has been impacted by this as well. And I do want to mention some of the airports there, impacts worldwide, and we're going to be focusing on that in just a moment as well. So it is a huge, huge day today because of IT issues, and I think a lot of us have experienced something like this in the past, so it's just one of those days where you have to go into it, taking a deep breath.
And then you got this other video right here, too. It says crowd strikes. This was 11 hours ago. I'm going to click that, too.
And Robert, if you're flying, You're going to have to take more than one deep breath.
Patience is the key this morning. Lindsay, thank you for that. Meantime, the outages are having a major impact, like you said, Lindsay, on airports worldwide. Several airlines have asked the FAA for ground stops on all flights. 7 News' John Gonzalez live at Reagan National this morning. That's where he's been. John, what are you seeing now?
Well, some frustrated passengers, Robert, and U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says he's monitoring the situation because this is affecting the FAA and a number of major carriers, including Delta, United, American, we understand, is slowly getting back online, and Frontier Airlines. Take a look at the line here. Pretty much everyone on their phone trying to rebook, trying to get to their destination, and it's not going to happen this morning through Frontier, and it is very frustrating for folks like Chris. Chris, you are trying to get to Denver. It's a layover for you. You're concerned that you won't get to Salt Lake when you're supposed to.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not even able to rebook or anything like that, so I don't know how I'm going to make the flight out.
Yeah, I've been seeing you on your phone trying to find a way.
The system's down. I can't log in. I can't, they can't do anything on their systems here, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, good luck to you. Good luck to you, my friend. Thanks, Chris. Let's talk to this family over here. They're trying to get on the same flight, a Denver flight as well. Hey, guys, this is not your only flight that's been canceled. You were canceled last night.
Correct. We were trying to get to Denver last night and thought it was just a Frontier problem and that we'd be good to go on the 7 o'clock flight today, but obviously that's been canceled too.
And what are they saying? What is Frontier saying to you?
Well, it's a low-cost airline, so they're not saying anything. It's all on computer through the app. We're trying to rebook, but it seems like there may not be flights till Saturday.
Wow.
Or even
Sunday.
maybe even Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
So the day is Saturday. This was all recorded yesterday, which was, like I said, the 19th of July. So the day the 20th. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure everything might be up and running right now. I'm not sure because I didn't hear no more other chaos about it. So.
More importantly, Dad, how do you keep these little ones entertained?
Well, we're probably violating all kinds of pediatric recommendations by having them on these devices, but it does keep them calm.
Well, they are pretty calm. They're very sweet, too. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully you get to Denver. Yeah, frustrating for a lot of families on a Friday trying to travel for the weekend, and they're just unable to right now. And all they're being told is that this Microsoft shutdown is global, and it may be a while. Back to you inside.
From Albany International Airport.
Yeah, man. So it's definitely simulations, man. The Beast is creating these simulations just to see, how things is going to play about. I mean, this kind of reminds me. I just read somebody's comment in the comment section. They said that this is just like 1999 when we're gonna party like it's 1999. You know what I'm saying? But remember, about the Y2K bull crap. Now, I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy, too, because back then, the Y2K was a big thing, and a lot of people made a lot of money. But now, we are literally headed for a Y2K for real. You see what I'm saying? Like, back then, it was talking about a power outage and all that stuff. The computers were going to go out. And computers weren't even out back then. We ain't have it, right? You know what I'm saying? Back in 99, you had beepers. I had a beeper back in 99. You know what I'm saying? And now we in this day of time right now that we all rely on this digital stuff, the computers, the technologies, the phones, the laptops, the tablets. We rely on this stuff. We need it. So if anything, it would have a major effect if it was to happen today. More so back then. I mean, if it would have happened back in 99, it wouldn't have been no major effect because we weren't even relying on it. You see what I'm saying? But in this day of time right now, 2024, if there was to be an outage, a crowd strike, IT outage, whatever it is, and if they was to just shut it down, because you never know, because remember everybody was saying that it might be 3 days of darkness or whatever. So I'm trying to tell you, man, that would be really, really crazy. If that was to happen. Got the hiccups, but that would be really, really crazy. You know what I'm saying? It would be devastating. It'd be a lot of bloodshed. We're talking about the purge. It's It's crazy how now I got the hiccups.
This morning, still looking like very long lines behind you there, Olivia, as people are starting to figure out what's going on here.
That's right, Lara. It really has not moved much, this line behind me. It's a little bit of movement. I don't want to say not at all, but again, as you can see, still very, very extensive. And quite frankly, a lot of the movement we've seen is because folks are just giving up and going elsewhere or trying to drive. If we pan over to the departures and arrivals board for you, you can see most of the flights are actually still listed as being on time. But on the carrier end, travelers tell me they're seeing otherwise. I just spoke with a woman who says she had a direct flight to Vegas that keeps getting rerouted every time she checks for updates, and it's not even listed on the board. That was a unique.
Let me click this real
Wow,
quick.
I just built in healthcare, banking and airlines are slowly coming back online after a digital outage disrupted networks in many countries. The crisis was caused by a faulty software update which affected Microsoft Windows systems, but it could be some time before all the backlogs are cleared. While some airline devices are beginning to return to normal after thousands of flights were cancelled, operators expect some delays and cancellations to persist through the weekend. Many businesses are now dealing with backlogs and missed orders that could take days to resolve. The global chaos has sparked concern over the vulnerability of the world's interconnected technologies and the extent to which a single software glitch could have such widespread impact. And the UK's National Cybersecurity Centre.
So there you have it, y'all. The video getting too long. I'm gonna stop it right now, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'm putting this on Truth in Plain Sight. Holla back, share it to everybody.